What an opportunity. This is the single biggest opportunity I've seen in a long time. First, you need to be careful here because a lot of people will talk about $100 silver, $5,000 or $10,000 gold, just for a clickbait or to be more relevant. They say something shocking is going to happen and it's going to make you wealthier or whatever. That's not what this is. I've been watching the rise of gold for years now. Anyone who follows me for a very long time knows that I never do clickbait. I do see a path for $100 silver, legitimate path based on the supply and demand trends and everything that's going on with the world. $5,000 gold, no problem. $100 silver, let's get into why I'm saying that and what I'm thinking. Again, please excuse all the construction mess. I changed my mind, moved my computer and office back to here now. So after lugging these huge countertops over there in a wheelchair, I look like an idiot. I moved it back here because it works better. We're also going to smatter in a few of the stock pick home runs that we've picked this year in 2024 so far. You guys are going to love these. So my case for $100 per ounce US dollars silver is that there's a massive supply deficit. Worldwide, we're producing about 800 million ounces of silver per year. Sounds like plenty, right? But the usage is expected to get up to 1.2 billion ounces per year. In all the recycled, reclaimed, and reused silver, that's less than 200 million ounces per year. It's actually closer to 100 million to offset this massive deficit. So you've got this thing going on for years and years and years. Every year we have less silver than we need, less silver than we need. And the only thing that's not happening is that silver prices haven't increased yet. What an opportunity. This is the single biggest opportunity I've seen in a long time. And then you can even reinforce my argument if you go and look at the gold to silver ratio. Bark Incorporated, you can see where we selected them and what happened. Well, I should say it's the silver to gold ratio. Historically, that's at about 40. Right now, it's closer to 89 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. So to revert to mean, as all things always do, to get it closer to 40, you'd have to have a double in the price of silver just for that alone. If gold didn't change in price at all, which I expect is going to increase dramatically in price. Kodak, you can see where we selected them and then what happened. Silver is going to decrease, in my opinion, dramatically in price, even more so. The percentage gains in silver will be more than those of gold. Gold might drop 5%, silver drops 3%. Gold goes up 5%, silver goes up 8%. Day to day, this gold to silver ratio is going to work on normalizing, and you'll know how far you can take this outperformance of silver until they get to the point where we overcorrect for gold silver ratio of about 35, then you know it's going to normalize. The long-term historical silver to gold ratio is about 40 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. Pixel works. You can see where we selected them and then what happened. So we're going to get into why we're going to see $100 silver and why this is going to be the most significant trade of anybody's lifetime. So if you get into a good quality silver mining company like the ones we talk about in the Peter Leeds newsletter, you're going to be sitting pretty 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. It's going to be ridiculous. You're going to look pretty smart down the road. Atlas Engineered Products, you can see where we selected them for subscribers of the Peter Leeds newsletter, and then you can see what happened. And I got one thing to say about oil. So let's say the oil thing right now, get it out of the way so we can concentrate on silver. Yesterday, I put a special newsletter for people who are members of the Peter Leeds Army, which supports our channel, supports our brand, helps us get the content to you that you need to see. So I put out the exclusive, the monthly, and it says oil prices have spiked by as much as $4.50 a barrel over the last 6 weeks. This is an extreme move, only partially based on domestic oil production and use, and only slightly driven by OPEC Plus member supply cuts. The majority of the strength can be directly attributed to the new Ukrainian army tactic to target the Russian oil and gas pipelines. And I go on to say that you can't defend a pipeline. It's like the undersea cable for internet. You can't defend it. It's preposterous. You can't defend a pipeline. It's such a soft target. And in the Peter Leeds Army exclusive newsletter, for people in the Peter Leeds Army, I went on to say, gold is also having its day. But 8 months from now, you'll be able to say gold is having its year. Bullion prices of $2,300 will be floated next. Then everyone's going to be talking about $2,500 gold. And eventually, most people will be waiting on and talking about $5,000 gold. Soon, it won't seem so out of reach or so monumental. Soon, it'll be common belief, especially considering that $5,000 gold is just basically a double from here. Endeavor Silver, right there is where we selected them. And these next two paragraphs are so important for any investor. I go on to say, I believe silver will hit $100 an ounce. The precious and industrial metal gets used up for various purposes to the tune of 250 million ounce deficit or more per year. Prices are completely out of line for silver based on usage, supply, which is 800 million ounces of silver produced per year, and demand, which is soon going to be expected to be 1.2 billion ounces per year. And based on currency devaluation, the low level of recycled and reclaimed and reused amounts of silver, which is less than 200 million ounces per year, all the macroeconomic events which are going on worldwide right now, and the gold to silver ratio. I go on to say that the best thing any investor could do right now, in my opinion, is to put $1,000 into a strong silver production company. And I tell you which stocks we picked there, but I'm not going to tell you on this video. And just wait. Nothing will perform better than high-quality silver production companies over the coming 3 years, and likely even longer than that. Veritone, we selected them right there. You can see what happened. However you look at it, silver, the commodity, is absolutely out of line. There's no way that silver should be trading where it's trading at. 3 of my girlfriend's grandkids, I gave for Christmas a 1-ounce silver coin to each of them. And I cannot wait for a couple of years to talk about how much it's worth when they didn't even do anything. They just either lost it or they left it sitting on their dresser or whatever, didn't touch it, and it increased in value. That is so cool, so incredible. But we're on our way to 40,000 YouTube subscribers. We'd really like to get there just for our basic clout. I believe that we deserve a lot more than that, and I believe that you guys who've been here for a while know that we're worth everything that we're talking about here. We love you guys. You're awesome. Keep supporting us. We'll keep supporting you.